Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Alan and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be learning the acoustic guitar part for Graves into Gardens by Elevation Worship featuring Brandon Lake. And before we get started, just be sure to check down in the description. Down there I have a link to a free chord chart you guys can follow along with. I'll also be making a cover video, so as soon as that is finished I will post that down there as well, and also in the little YouTube card at the top of the screen. And I think we should probably acknowledge what's going on in the world right now with this pandemic and social distancing. So social distancing has had a pretty big effect on my wife and I's life right now. My wife is luckily still able to go to work. She's in the banking industry, so she's considered essential. So that's awesome. She's been pretty unaffected, so that's been great. And then my daughter isn't going to daycare right now, so I've been taking care of her a lot during the day. And that being said, it hasn't left a whole lot of time for filming videos, as you guys can imagine. I am still able to teach lessons, just now I've kind of switched to FaceTime, so I am probably going to lose a few students this month, but luckily I have a few different sources of income, so that's going to help a lot throughout this just kind of weird time. But yeah, it's sort of weird, so I'm taking care of my daughter a lot, and yeah, it is making videos, filming videos, pretty difficult. It's actually pretty late at night right now, and I'm filming this while everybody else is asleep. So that's kind of going to be the norm for the next few weeks, or maybe even months if this goes on for too long. I'll just have to film at night, which the acoustic guitar videos are going to be the hardest ones to film because they're really the only ones where I have to make very much noise. Everything else I can kind of plug straight in and not have to worry about making or being too loud or anything. But anyways, if this whole situation is affecting you guys, I'd like to hear from you. Let me know down in the comments. This is a great place to connect, and yeah, I love hearing from you guys. All right, so to get started with the song, we're going to put the capo on the 4th fret, and we're going to do this in the key of B, which is the same key as the original recording. And first, I'm just going to start off kind of showing you guys the chords that you'll need. So we're going to use G, G suspended, E minor, D suspended, and C add 9. If you already know those, feel free to jump ahead to the timestamp on the screen. For the G chord, I'm going to put my second finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and I'm basically just going to touch that string. Then I'll put my 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, then my pinky on the 3rd fret of the other E string, and I'm going to strum everything. And with that middle finger, I'm just muting the A string. Then for G suspended, that all stays the same. Then I'll add my 1st finger to the 1st fret of the B string. Then for E minor, I'm going to leave my pinky in the same spot, put my 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, except this time I'll actually push down, and then my 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. I'm going to strum everything. Then for D suspended, again that pinky is going to stay in the same spot, and my 1st finger is going to go on the 2nd fret of the G, and my 3rd finger is going to go on the 3rd fret of the B string, and we're going to go ahead and strum from the D string down. Then for C add 9, go ahead and leave those 3rd and 4th fingers down. Then our 2nd finger is going to go on the 3rd fret of the A string, and we'll just mute the D string there with the 1st finger. Those are all the chords. Then we'll go over the intro, and this song is really pretty straightforward, so it shouldn't take you guys too long at all to be playing this one really well. So starting off with our G chord, here's what the intro is going to sound like. So to walk you through that, we're starting on the G chord. In our strumming pattern, we're going to go down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And we'll go to G suspended, down, down, up, back to G, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. I'll play it one more time for you. And also we're in 6/8, so I'll count 6 speeds before we start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's it for the intro. Next, let's go over verse 1, and for this part we're going to keep basically the same strumming pattern, just our chord progression is going to change a little bit. So I think this part I'll just play it for you, and I'll kind of throw the chords up on the screen there for you to follow along with. Starting off on our G chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. that's it for verse 1. Next, we'll go over chorus 1, and for this part, we're going to keep doing that same strumming pattern again, and we're going to play each chord for 2 measures, and then after that chorus, I'll go ahead and go through the little interlude right after it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's it for chorus 1. Then for chorus 2, we're going to play the same chords that we did on chorus 1, just our strumming pattern is going to get a little more intense. So we're going to strum down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So it's like 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and. So it's just a little bit busier than it was the first time through the chorus. So I'm going to go ahead and play this chorus for you one time just so you guys can hear it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then towards the end of that part, just notice whenever I play the G suspended, I'm just going to do 3 down strums, just kind of real big. So that's it for chorus 2, and then also the little interlude right after that. And let's go ahead and go over the bridge, and for this part, basically we're going to play the same thing every time through the bridge, so I'll just go over it once. And it's pretty much the same strumming pattern that we were just doing on that chorus, the down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Every time we play G suspended, again, it'll be those 3 kind of big down strums. I'm trying to play quiet so I don't wake my daughter and wife up, but yeah, you go ahead and play it loud. So for the bridge, I'll just run through it one time for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's it for the bridge. And the last part of the song that we'll go over is the third time through the chorus. So here it's going to start off with the strumming pattern that we did at the very beginning of the song, the down, down, up, down, down, up. So kind of a softer, a little more mellow strumming pattern. And then halfway through it, we're going to go to the other strumming pattern that we were doing, the down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. So it kind of starts soft and then builds into that. So I'll go ahead and play through that for you one time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Build. All right, guys. Well, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this lesson. It's going to be kind of a short and sweet video, but I think the song is pretty straightforward, so hopefully it at least kind of gives you guys an idea of how to get started with this song, and then you guys can take it from there. But let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions or anything, or if you need anything. And if you enjoyed the video, just be sure to hit the like button. You can also subscribe if you're not already. And if you don't want to miss any future uploads, be sure to hit the notification bell. And I did start a Patreon about a month ago now, so if you do want to consider supporting the channel even more, I'll have a link to the Patreon down in the description. You guys can check that out. All right, guys, well, you stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you in the next one.